guys, Kristin's learning to play guitar. That's not really what we're talking about today, but we need to talk about it.
Did we say that already?
Say what?
In the last one, kind of. But I want to tell you more. I've got another thing to tell you. Wait a minute. Are we starting right now?
So Kristin's giving us picking tips. I don't know. What are we going to do?
Look at me. You guys, I need my medication. Where am I?
Uh-oh.
Focus.
Did you not take it?
No, I did. It's just wearing off.
I think we should do like a marathon of podcasts without your medication. Let's just see where it goes.
Here's what I promise. Here's what will happen. Okay. I will pick up where I left off in like the second episode, the third episode, the fourth. It will just weave. And then you'll have to put them all together and collect. It'll be like prizes at McDonald's where you want the entire like collection. Yeah, and like you'll be like, finally, she told us how that story ended in episode 14.
It's a choose your own adventure podcast hosted by Kristin's brain.
It's I pity the fool. I sometimes look at my husband and I'm like, I feel bad for you. And then sometimes I'm like, no, you could never do better.
Just as soon as you feel bad for him, you're like, well,
he says something and I'm like, you know what? You're lucky, sir.
Every time I'm like really having a rough day and I'm trying to tell my husband like, I just need you to listen because I'm just doing my best. I'm leaving it all out on the field and shit keeps happening. Mm-hmm. He will grab for a boob.
He's like, this is when I swoop in.
You're
not feeling your best because you're like, I'm going to go do something that actually puts me out in the world. But if you're feeling bad, he's like, this is when she might put out.
Yeah. Well, this wasn't a horrible thing, but the last time that it did happen was second day of school, because we're back to school, you guys. Finally, second day of school for my daughter. I kept telling her, I'm like, please don't cry in class. If it's an emergency, you break a foot, go ahead. But like, otherwise, don't just do it for attention because things aren't going the way that you want to because you're in first grade now. You got to
hold. Are you guys hearing my neighbor sawing?
I thought it was the Diet Coke.
I did too. I thought it was like fizzing. Do you see my eyeballs go in and out? I was like, focus on her, but what does that sound? Why is it nobody else reacting?
I hear it sounds like a table saw.
Because I don't know what he's fixing, you guys.
He's fixing to get my car towed because it's parked in front of his house, that motherfucker. I know what he's doing. He's probably out there sawing, you know what he's doing? He's making a boot, homemade boot that he can put on my car.
What? I know those assholes are podcasting. I'm going to saw a homemade boot, put it on her car.
Yep.
And he's going to be so pissed knowing that you're going to be here so long because we're going to go to that show tonight.
Let's set him up with Dale.
No, they would be too powerful. No, you don't put those two together. No, they're too organized. That would be a bad deal.
Are there villains that work in tandem?
Isn't it weird that we both have like neighbors that? Why am I whispering? I know he can't hear me, but
no, not over that saw. There's no way he can hear you.
I have to say, I feel bad because like
maybe they were fine until we moved in next door.
Right. Like we bring out the worst in people is what you're saying?
Perhaps.
I think that might be right. Finn is constantly chucking balls over his fence and it makes him insane. And so he'll bring us like 32 different balls, like baseballs, basketballs. He's like, you guys are outside a lot. And I'm like, hey, we're just getting started, man. We're just getting started.
It's not hard to read between
darts.
Bean
bags. What game are we playing? We're not good at aiming.
I can read between those lines, sir. I know. We're outside all the dang time. And I'll tell you, your son's throwing balls over. My husband is really good kicker, high kicker. And he always wears those stupid, gross, like Adidas slides everywhere.
Oh, God. Dale has like 4 pairs that don't match.
I don't know how he keeps kicking shoes into the neighbor's yard. And it's all the right foot. That guy's got to be like, what is going on over there?
Also, like, what are you trying to say? Like, are you sending me a signal, man?
What is it that he's doing? That
like, are you trying to Cinderella that shit? You're like leaving a glass slipper? Are you trying to date me or do you hate me? Like, what's going on?
I don't. And then yesterday, I put on BTS for the kids, not realizing that they need the censored versions.
What's BTS?
It's that boy band that sings like.
Is it K-pop?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They say bad words in there?
They do have some songs with bad words, which I did not know until I like played an album last night on, iTunes, and it was, playing from our backyard speaker. And so I like ran over to turn it off and I was like, man, that is loud on Dale's side. Wow. Yeah. I didn't realize that speaker was so loud on that side.
My phone picks up and starts playing like my music on my phone when I get in the car. And always it's like rap or like something that my kids don't need to hear the words. So they're like, Mom, what's a WAP? I'm like, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
It's a whip. It's a whip. It's a move. It's a dance move. Moving on.
It's ways that bill gets turned into a law.
Yeah.
You want to hear about it?
Conjunction.
Great.
Junction.
Okay, then
What's
turn
your
that on.
function? Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So first
Where
few
do we
days
go?
of school.
Where do we go?
Well, I know. Let's go back
Where
there.
do we go?
This is what
We're not going to erase that, by the way. We're going to use it all.
I know you gotta. This is episode 1 of the Kristen's Brain Marathon episodes. But I told my daughter, I'm like, you're first grade now. You can't cry in class. So she had a suspicious new Band-Aid on her leg yesterday. I go, what's that Band-Aid for? She goes, okay, so teacher's reading a story, and it's my mosquito bite, and so it bled really bad. And so she put a Band-Aid on it, and then she washed her hands, and then she's had time for recess. And she didn't get to finish the story because she helped me put
Is
my
your
Band-Aid.
daughter 87 and from Delaware?
This is exactly how she tells stories. And sometimes she leaves out really key parts of information, which if you were listening to that and you followed any of it, that means the teacher was reading a story to the class. My daughter purposefully rips off a scab, which we all did in the first or third grade. Is like jutting blood evidently out
And
of
she's
her
like,
shin.
"But I didn't cry."
She did not cry. She did cry about losing one of the hand sanitizers that Casey got me for my birthday. We'll get to that later because I let her bring one to school.
Oh, man.
She got one of them chewed up by the dog and the other one she lost at school. But she admitted she didn't real cry. She just went,
Eleanor, I don't know if
she's
Delilah...
just disrupting class. The teacher didn't even get to finish the story for the rest of the class.
Because she got the bug bite?
Yeah, she was shooting blood all over the place. She had to put a
I
Band-Aid
don't
on
know.
it.
How compelling was the story? Because I think bleeding is more compelling. If I'm simply an audience member in that classroom, if the teacher was holding court,
You know what?
no one would have even noticed her bug bite. But clearly, was she doing voices? I don't know.
I don't know
say
if she was doing
probably.
voices. Delilah did tell me what the story was, and it did have a turn I didn't expect. But I still
Stephen
don't know.
King?
Yeah, and all the pets came back to life.
Oh,
But we don't ever know what happened
oh, nightmare.
because of her bug
Yeah,
bite.
they're like, are they alive in my backyard or no? That's what you want. You want a cliffhanger. I think they were working in tandem. I think it
Yeah,
was like a
okay.
symbiotic relationship.
See, that's why I'm not a professional educator. But Eleanor has tons of bug bites too, right?
Oh my gosh. She doesn't just get bug bites. She's terribly allergic. And I think I am too, but I think because my body is like, we're just going to give up there. We're not even going to show that you have like any reaction anymore. You've been around the block too many times.
Yeah.
Or the mosquitoes are like, I'm drunk from one bite.
Yeah.
But with Eleanor, she's got these big, it starts out a bug bite, ends up about the size of a softball. And
my gosh.
on the backs of her legs. Like last night, she was up all night itching, and like, there's really not much you can do, but gosh, we try everything to prevent them. Like, she's always wearing like knee socks in 98-degree weather. We've got every kind of spray, every kind of chemical. I know. Everybody's got an opinion.
No,
but
I don't get.
I'm
I
like,
don't care.
I don't
There's
care if you dunk and deet.
Well,
if like,
number one, there's West Nile virus in this part of
Yeah.
California, this part of the valley specifically. So we get sprayed for mosquitoes, but I think what happens is the mosquitoes die, and whatever they are predators of takes over, and
it bites us.
yeah, you get these little like gnat bites and stuff like that. Delilah has like 7 of them on her back now that she got this morning because it rained.
Yeah, I know. And then you're sending him in, and you're like, I swear, she's okay. She lives a great life.
I
like,
know
the
that.
teacher's
Would she
gotta
sleep
be
in a
like,
convertible
what?
at night? I mean, it's like you guys.
Did you
need
guys let her
help?
out in the hammock?
I know.
Yeah.
Enough camping, you guys. Weird hippies.
Eleanor went to school, and she told me, she's like, my teacher is very kind and very strict. And I could tell that she was like, I need that. Like, that's nice, because we know that I need to be reeled in sometimes.
Yeah.
And then she goes, she's a very nice woman. She has 8 cats, and she is not married, and she is 51. And I was like, did you ask her all those questions? Like, did you just get like, how old are you? How many cats do you have? Are you single? Are you dating?
What's your sign?
What's your sign? Who are you compatible with?
Yeah.
Are you a happy, fun-loving single, or are you looking for
That's right. You available?
Mr.
You open
or Mrs.
options. Right.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
I go, Eleanor, she like just told you about herself, right? Or did you ask questions? And she's like, well, I had some questions, but I just let her talk first.
My son's teacher, he said this, which she is amazing. She's like one of those teachers that everybody at the school like loves.
Yeah.
And there's so many teachers like
and
that.
they're
at
like
our
rock
school that, like,
stars.
yeah. She's so awesome. Everybody's like, she's like such a good educator, but the strict nice thing and like helps them learn by using the arts, which is like perfect. Like
A+.
He's already super excited. But he goes, sometimes she uses a loud voice. And she said it's because of her mask. Like, well, that's me too. I just start wearing one all the time.
I actually have to say the masks have been so good for public discipline because no one knows where my voice is coming from.
Yeah.
I'm like, Finn, I will sweep your leg in public. I swear to God. He's being such a brat in public. He thinks I won't like he went into a department store with me I was returning something and we had to wear masks. And he like sat down on like one of the displays and was like sitting on a pile of shirts that were folded. And he fully knew what he was doing. Like, let's all be clear. This is not like he accidentally sat down with his hands folded to be he was being a brat. And so he like sat down to prove to me that it's not worth taking him to a store, which he proved and it is right, but I won't stop.
Yeah.
And I go, get up. I go, you're going to fold every last one of those shirts. But I had a mask on, so I just looked like Bane. I looked like I was like the meanest.
Oh, that's what mom should get if they really want to scare their kids, right?
Wouldn't that be awesome if I was like, I'm Bane?
You know what I do in public often? When they're in trouble, I will like get down so I'm right in front of their face because I need them. I'll like pull my mask down so they can see my gritted teeth and my lips like really tight.
Real thin?
To go, this is your last one.
Yeah.
Because they don't take it seriously otherwise.
I would say, you think I won't take it? You think I won't handle you in public?
Ooh.
I will handle you in front of all these good people. And I've never done it.
I know that turns
but
your
I think
husband
my mom,
on if you say that to him.
Dude, if I say like, how's your day? I'm like, oh
Quit
God, this
on
is
to
what
me.
you get when you're nice to them. This is what you get. I just need him to focus on the floorboards right now.
Oops, I accidentally made eye contact
Oh
with him.
God, I just want him to finish
brought that on
painting.
myself.
I'm going to speak in a lower voice because I'm going to go on a tangent, which we know that's how I am right now because I'm lightly medicated. But when Jen came in, he's painting our, what do you call them? What do you call that? That stuff? The high boards, the corner boards?
Oh,
molding.
The crown molding.
He's painting our crown molding.
It's the crown because it's up high.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's painting our crown molding. God bless him because we needed it. All of our furniture from the dining room is stacked in our living room, which we live in by definition. So I was like, hey, how long is it going to take before this project is done? Because like I told Jen, if we go do pottery together as a family, and yes, we do. We go to Color Me Mine once in a while.
Wow.
The kids will paint an ornament or something like that.
Will you guys invite us? Because my husband would never do that.
Well, I didn't think Colin would do it either, but it's like a nice thing. It's air conditioned. You can go like get a like piece of pottery. It's kind of fun.
What if Colin and I just take the
hours.
That sounds wonderful.
No,
Yeah.
It takes him 6 hours. I'm done in 14 minutes.
All right, you and my husband can go take in a movie
Golf.
or golf. Yes. Yep.
And you guys can paint
Perfect.
pottery, and the kids will come with me because we all know Aunt Kristin probably operates more on a third grade level than even they do. They'll be like, she understands fun. She doesn't want to stay on one game for too long. She wants to hop from activity to activity.
Yeah.
Nothing ever gets completed.
Yep.
We never really know the end game,
Yeah.
but we know there's going to be a myriad of games.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
how I roll.
And I'm going to like bring them all. I'd wear my Bane mask and scream at everybody not to mess up their pottery because I'm paying for it and it's more
So
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah. It's so expensive. I know
we
that.
do it like once. We do it like once every blue moon, honestly, because it is. I'm like, how much are you going to charge me for this ceramic cat? And then Eleanor's like, I want to give it to a friend. And I'm like, over my dead body, you're going to write to Mom, I love you underneath that sucker.
Absolutely.
I'm not
It's
getting
gonna
this
stay in
fired
our
if you're gonna-
family.
This is mine. This is an heirloom.
Yeah, I've never been, which is impossible that I've never been. The only time I've ever like been invited to go was our friend Andrea's birthday, like 10 years ago.
Well, I guess I never thought about you going because listen to that.
That's a
That's
little
the
bit of rosé.
gentle
The accomplice
pourings
rosé.
of Accomplice Rosé on
It's
our podcast today.
delicious.
What Accomplice Rosé? Go to IMOMSOHARD.com for a link.
No, or accomplacewines.
Or AccompliceWines.com to buy your own.
Yeah,
right?
buy by the caseload.
Okay, buy.
Serve
Yeah,
it
'cause
at
we
your
wanna
restaurant or
send it to-
sell it at your local Costco.
We would like our kids
do
to
it
go
as
to
a Costco.
college.
Yeah, I'd sell it in Costco.
Are you
Could we?
kidding?
Man.
I would sell it anywhere. I've got a whole stack in my car. I'll send it, go to a kids event, sell it out of the back.
That's it. We just got a whole bunch of it shipped to a sidebar, and since it is the first week of school, I was like, I need to go drop off some bottles to some people I need some favors from.
Absolutely.
You know what
Speaking
I mean?
of kids, they're coming in from school right now.
Oh, I hear 'em.
100%. There's one.
Oh,
There's two. There's three. It will 100% be loud now.
okay.
And that's fine.
That reminds me of why I never went to Color Me Mine for Andrew's birthday. It was because it was before I had navigation on my phone. It was that long ago, whenever that was. And I went to the wrong Color Me Mine.
Oh, God.
And it took like an hour and a half for me to get to the right one in Beverly Hills. And
I know
was
exactly the one you're talking about. I think this is a parallel to my social life. If I know where all the Color Me Mines are. I'm like,
we're going there on a hot Friday night.
Yeah, you're
Wow.
like, you know all the cool restaurants. And I'm like, guys, there is a Color Me Mine.
Yeah.
There's a Color Me Mine 5 seconds from here that we could all go to.
Well, I'll tell you, if
Let's
it weren't for
jump in
this
the car.
pandemic, there's like 3 really sweet bowling alleys by our new place that I've never been to, and I can't wait.
I know bowling is a really fun thing to do with kids. Speaking
Yeah.
of back to school, let me just whip
Yep,
it full
this is
round.
our full back to school episode. Obviously, everything.
I have to say this because we are in California and we only went back to school last quarter of a semester and it was
Yeah.
for only 3 hours a day, which when you drop a kid off and you only have 3 hours and you're doing drop off and pickup, what you basically have is an hour and a half. You have enough time to go to the grocery
you should
store.
just nap in the car.
That's what I say. Like,
Yeah.
And now with the kids being gone from 8 to 3 for only a couple days, I've literally gotten so much done. I was like, why do I feel like I'm actually getting things accomplished? And it's because not every 15 minutes is being interrupted by something that someone else needs for me. You know what I mean?
It's bonkers. I have, laundry has been the bane of my existence.
Bane.
I wear my Bane mask
Is that
when I
where
know
they got
it.
that name?
Oh, probably.
Maybe. Bane of my existence. That guy's so hot. Anyway.
Is he?
Oh, filthy. Filthy hot.
Really? I'm
What's
gonna
his
Google
name?
him.
Oh,
What?
Tom Hardy.
Tom
I'll tell you
Oh,
what's hardy on me.
Wait a second.
Hot flash, hot flash. Hot flash.
He's not the guy that's a cannibal, right? Who's
No,
that?
that's Army Hammer.
Oh, okay.
That's Army. I do not find Army Hammer attractive, and maybe it's because I have a long toe, and therefore I was just protecting myself. But Tom Hardy, hot flash sidebar.
Okay.
So hot.
Okay, I'm going to look at his picture and we'll make him the hot flash for
He's
today.
so hot.
And he's Bane, right? Okay.
He's
hold on.
Bane.
Let me, just the little thumbnail. Hello.
Also,
He works out, huh?
Oh God. Here's the other thing.
Oh, I like it. He kind of looks like an MMA fighter or something, huh?
He's just filthy. I think
Yeah.
he's like.
He looks
Can
like
we both agree on him?
Yeah, absolutely. He looks like he should be in the Highlands of Scotland,
He's
breaking things.
I don't know where he's from in London, but he has a filthy accent.
Oh, he's from the UK?
Yes.
Man, he's got that kind of look to him, huh?
I just feel like he would be like hot mean to me, and then he would like build a credenza.
Well, I'll tell you why I never have looked him up, because I was like, oh, is he the guy that made all those T-shirts in the aughts that you wear with your juicy couture pants or what?
Ed Hardy.
Ted Hardy. Oh, okay. See? Ed Hardy. Oh, Ed Hardy.
Is that Ted Hardy's cousin? Because
Ted,
that
hold
guy's
on,
a pharmaceutical rep, and I didn't like him the second I met him.
Oh my God, if we had this exact same conversation before.
What?
Or I
I promise we have.
did we bend time and space? That's so weird. Is that, have we had it before?
No, not on a podcast.
I'm having deja vu. Am I having a stroke? Does anybody smell toast?
What you're having.
Does anybody want toast? I do, but I'm still not eating carbs.
Oh, we're drinking rosé, but we're not eating carbs. Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, you can have a couple little vices in your life.
Yes, you should. And if Tom Hardy could be one of them, I would package that in a granola bar.
All right, well, he's our hot flash.
He
You're
is.
welcome, Ed.
go back to the topic
Now,
at
I
hand,
tell
which
you
is
what.
way less fun.
So let me ask you this. So we get so many of our kids' clothes from the
Yeah.
Sweeney kids. They hand them on down to us. Wait, can I say it? Do you say that your last name?
Yeah.
You say,
What
oh,
the hell
okay.
do you think people are? I just
Hensley?
posted a. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you Googled yourself ever? Because they use your last name and your married name.
That is none of your business, Kristen. It's none of your business what I do in my own time.
I'm going to Google myself after we talk about Tom
Yeah,
Hardy.
I
Go ahead,
know.
back to school. What are we
Okay.
talking about now?
So I did not realize until day 2 that we were grossly unprepared for school clothes
Yeah.
because my kids have grown so much in the last like year and a half.
Yeah.
And I just thought we were fine until we have had 2 complete days of utter drama for my daughter getting dressed because the dresses she wants to wear are covered in stain because we've been homebound. We've been at home.
I know.
And everything's
Same.
like wrecked. So evidently everybody had the same problem because I went into Target and was like, I will buy anything in a 6X today.
Yep.
Nothing.
I know there's nothing. It's all picked over.
All cleared. It's gone.
It's all gone. It's all gone because everybody is having the same experience.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. We told Finn, we're so the same, and it's exactly why like we butt heads because it's weird because he looks like me. He has the same like habits as me. Like if I buy something that I really love, I will wear it until like somebody goes,
Till my husband makes fun of me.
till your husband makes fun of me, or literally like there's a hole in it, or I see the newest version of the thing I like, and then I'm like, oh, mine are so gross. Like the shoes I'm
Yeah.
currently wearing, which I've worn no less than like 300 times. And they were expensive, but I've literally worn them now so much it's like 25 cents every time I wear them. But I know, do the math on that. But Finn went to the mall with his dad, and this is why you should never send my husband shoe shopping, because my husband's like, let's get it done in 3. Like try on 3 and then choose. And I go, I'm so particular. Your son is very particular. That's not how it works. So Finn was so burned out because he didn't like any of the shoes. Finally went to the last store, tried on a pair of Adidas tennis shoes that were expensive. And he just goes, okay. And they didn't fit and he doesn't like them. So guess what we have right now? Brand new Adidas tennis shoes that have been worn once that will go to Dashel that have never been, like, are brand new. And we've ordered him $18 shoes off of Amazon. Wears them every day. I can't figure it out.
I know. Well, we have the exact same shoe problem. Dash, like, number 1, he leaves them on the ground and the dogs like chew on the. Number 2, I've failed. He's a fairly intelligent human being who does not know how to tie his shoes. Because why?
We've been home.
Why? And also, I feel like why? Because there are Velcro shoes. He wears like all Vans slip-ons. Like it's sort of antiquated, like cursive writing. Like why do we need to do this? Like there's a lot. Like he can probably tie a slip knot or something like that, but
Yeah.
he cannot tie.
He can code.
Yeah,
That's
but he
going to
can't-
follow us more than
Absolutely, he
tying a
can't.
shoe.
He can't bunny ears. So I was like, "Oh man, I gotta feel like you got to get a pair of tie shoes just so nobody judges me."
Yeah.
Because all the Velcro things are eaten off his shoes by our dogs. So I finally get him this pair. And every morning it's like this big. He's gonna give up on him. He's gonna give up on him, and he's gonna wear the same. He's gonna wear Crocs every day.
Yeah.
It's
And
gonna-
God bless him. He'll have better feet. They'll smell better. They're not allowed at school. Our school does not allow
No, they're not
Crocs.
allowed. You're not allowed to have open toe shoes, which I tell Delilah all the time. She wants to wear like fancy sandals and stuff. I'm like,
Hilarious.
you need to be able to run, jump, play.
Yeah.
Like splash in puddles, not. But we're having the biggest shoe drama like ever. And my husband cannot take. Let me tell you why he can't take our kids too, because he doesn't know how to shop.
No. He'll buy him. He'll come back and he'll be like, I found a pair of Gucci shoes that fit him. Is that cool?
1,000%.
Is that okay?
He brought them to Costco when we were out of town. Bought them both matching Adidas jumpsuits. Our family already has some. We already have that we use
4
for our
sets that
Christmas
you don't ever wear.
pictures that we don't ever wear. He bought them both matching Adidas jumpsuits.
They're
just
really
'cause
cute. They're really cute.
They're never gonna wear them, Kristen.
My husband went to Costco and they had. Here's the thing: you can find cool clothes at Costco,
Sure,
especially
totally.
if you like.
You can get, like, 7
listen to,
jeans and stuff there.
Yeah. If you watch TikTok, they're like, "Hey, these say they're like Kirkland, but they're
Yeah.
really Lululemon. Go get them, and then they're sold out. Like everybody
Yeah.
knows."
Yeah.
My husband went to Costco and he was like, "Kristen was saying that she needs some more workout pants. I'll just throw these in the thing and get them for her." He brought them home. They were, they were like workout pants that were supposed to look like jeans, like jeggings, with a bell bottom. I go,
Wow.
I go, babe, just because I say I need them doesn't mean I need you to go get them for me. I just was saying like I was low on
Wow.
workout pants. God bless you, but like
If I'm quiet,
not-
it's because I'm trying so hard to picture how those
There-
things
I
all
was
go
like,
together.
the bell bottoms and then the tight top and then they had fake pockets on the butt. It was
I tell
like,
you get a shirt that laces up, you are going to kill it at karaoke.
let me tell you something. I'm gonna get all the men over 55
Yep.
who sing
Oh my
Willie
God.
Nelson. And by the way, I'll be a
you pair that with
solid
some,
10.
Some espadrilles, and you are going to get laid, Kristen. You're gonna get laid. There's no.
Tom Hardy will be like, well,
I'll
that's
take
something
another
I want to dabble
Colorado
with.
Bulldog.
Yeah.
You make that while I go outside and smoke these cools.
And I'm like
Yeah.
circling my drink,
Yeah.
stirring my drink with my cool pants on. I go, babe, why would I wear these?
Do you have them? Because I really.
Yeah, they're really terrible. I think I gave them to my mom. I think my mom is like, gosh, they're cute.
Yeah.
Or my mom is like, Colin, thanks for buying me these pants.
Oh, I can't do that. It just sounded like I was barfing. Sorry about that. Sorry. Well, so anyways, back to school.
Back to school.
No, and also
We're happy.
My husband cannot pick out shoes for the kids because he doesn't know what would make sense.
Yeah, you know what? He doesn't. Colin told me. My husband told me, hey, did you know that like nobody's really measuring shoe size anymore because manufacturers make them all different size? I go, did the person at the shoe store tell you that? And he goes, yeah. I go, do you think maybe they just didn't want to actually have to measure the shoe size? Because that's absurd. And guess what? The shoes don't fit.
Yep.
And I go, Finn, why did you tell your dad that these are the shoes you wanted? And he goes, because I was so tired of shopping. He just wanted to keep going until I was happy. And
now
I go,
that's you. Yep.
I go, yeah, I get what you did there. But now you're going to wear these shoes until there's holes in them.
Yeah.
You're going to wear them. You're going to wear them. Okay.
Eventually, he'll like them because he'll just he'll give in to them.
Or we'll buy him another pair because we're those people.
We totally are too.
What are you going to do? I don't want to
Do you know how many times I've said to my kids, if the dogs chew these up, you're going to wear them anyways? I don't because
we don't want to look bad.
I send my kids to school with chewed up shoes and bug bites like that. Everybody's going to call
Yeah, they're going to be
CPS
like,
on me,
all
and I'll be
right, this
"Man."
has gone enough. And here's
There's
the thing.
rats in there.
That teacher's like, I know exactly what's going on. She's like so smart that like we're worried that she's going to judge us, but she's so smart and has been around the block. She knows exactly what's going on. Although they're all the same.
You know, my husband actually dropped this honesty on our daughter today that I couldn't believe that he did because she's got to bring her lunch to school. Everything's new for us because she missed kindergarten.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
she did not have a real kindergarten, so this
Not
is
at
all very new for her.
It was all on Zoom. The last 10 weeks or something, like Kristen said, a couple months was at school, but it was 3 hours a day, and they weren't allowed to eat at school.
Yeah.
They couldn't have lunch there. So she's got lunch now, and it's really hard to pack a lunch for somebody that only eats pasta and goldfish.
Is it?
Well,
Or is that the easiest lunch to pack ever?
she won't eat it if it's cold.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Thermos?
I got her one, but she won't eat
What
it
if
if
you
it's
put
too
in one of
soggy.
those
She likes it
things
al
that-
dente.
What if you put it in there with one of those back wraps that heat up when you bust it open? You put that in there, and then it'll
With
keep
an
the
icy
pasta
hot
warm.
thing?
You know, one of those things that you get for cramps or on your back that's like a heating pad, but you crack that, put that in there. I'm not advising that. I'm spitballing right now. And I'm 2 rosés in.
Oh, well, if anybody's got any ideas, I'll obviously take them because to this day, nobody has given me an idea that I have not tried yet. I've read up on it. I've done the hidden.
I know, you try so hard. She's like you, though. You were like a real finicky eater when you were a kid.
Yeah, she can taste everything. She has a really, really good palate, which at some point in her life will serve her, but it is my mother's revenge, and that's just what it is. And so my husband said to her, because all she ate for the last 2 days at school was pretzels.
I mean,
listen, we make sure she has
she's not hungry.
No, and she does eat more than that. She eats plenty she eats like a vegetarian sort of. She doesn't like meats at all. She eats tons of dairy. She eats yogurt. She gets protein. She started eating avocado.
But she's not annoying.
She's not. No, she's not. No.
Some vegetarians.
Some are. Yeah, but she likes pizza. I mean, there's other things that she eats, but none of them are
What
easy
about
to pack in
school?
a lunch.
Is she allowed to eat school food?
that's what's going to happen because it worked with my son.
It's
when
fun.
We were like,
it's entertaining for them. Finn will never eat the meals that he's served at school at home.
Exactly.
He's like, Mom, the cafeteria ladies are such good cooks.
Yeah.
They make meatballs and rice. I go, I make meatballs and rice, man. You wouldn't eat it.
No,
He goes, but they
yeah.
make theirs. Theirs is really good. I'm like, it's frozen.
my friend is like head of nutrition at our school. She makes all the food. It's all delicious. The kids eat it at school.
Yeah, I
She's
have
like,
to
they
get
don't
it.
eat anything at home.
My mother-in-law, Sarah, was the head of she's a superintendent basically of the food and beverage part of a school. So like she deals with all the hot lunches. So she dealt with like she would have to do like tastings of like all the food that came in. And she was really particular about like she's also a nutritionist, like what food came in. So I really give it to those women.
Yeah.
Our cafeteria ladies that like deal with our kids, they are like on it. I really do think it's great for us too, because at the end of the day, it's like $2 or $3 a meal and I don't have to pack a lunch, which in the end, when you didn't just go to Trader Joe's, you're like throwing in like a can of beans and you're like, just ask them to open it. Like,
that saves you so much.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You're like accidentally put like a White Claw in their lunch. You're like, oh, is that not a juice box?
Yeah.
Shit.
Darn it.
You're going to be very relaxed for ERT.
Well, I haven't figured out how the pay, I haven't signed us up for the pay online thing for lunch, but I think they're doing a thing again where it's all free.
Oh yeah. There's free. And then, just find out through your school. But here's the other thing that I have found that helps kids eat and like learn food is if they see their friends trying new food.
Exactly.
And if they smell it. You've got to let kids smell food. So Finn is like, he's so funny. He'll get like a plate of food. It'll be new. And the first thing he does is like, he literally puts his nose down and he like, and he sniffs it. And I think if they smell it and it's pleasing, they'll more likely try to eat it. And if they see that their friends are giving it a go, they'll give it a go. So I wonder if like Eleanor like unzipped her lunch and was like showing Delilah. Delilah would be more inclined to go like, oh, okay, well, this isn't my mom telling me to eat it. This is my friend that's telling me to eat it. So peer pressure in the other direction.
I think it will work because my son started eating more foods when we started giving
Always
him hot
happens.
lunch. We're going to make that happen. But Britt said to her today, like, he goes, I'm going to put good stuff in your lunch. If you don't eat it, it's on you because I'm not going to have your teacher think I'm a bad parent. I mean, we keep having the argument where I say to her, like last night, 8:00, she's hungry and it's because she's like poo-pooed around at dinner, not done anything. And I said, okay, you can have yogurt or you can have cheese. She's like, I want pretzels. I'm like, that's all you've eaten today, basically. I mean, she had pasta. She had eggs at breakfast, but it was like she didn't eat her dinner. Just didn't eat it. So, and I go, you're not getting something at 8:00 when you're supposed to be in bed. And then she's freaking out. And so I said, you can have yogurt, you can have cheese. And it was a big meltdown. So I said, if you're hungry, you'll eat it.
If you're hungry, you'll eat it.
Yeah.
And there's a principle.
You know how I know? I was very high a lot in college. And like, you eat some really weird stuff.
Eat
I
the
didn't like
weirdest
Taco John's cheese burritos, but I would do it when I was super high.
That's like a freaking gourmet. I remember eating cheese sticks and peanut butter when I was really high once.
That doesn't
It was
sound
all
bad.
I had. It was all I had left, and I was like, I like
But
peanut
together
butter.
or like,
No, I dipped the cheese stick in the peanut butter.
gross.
So gross.
Let's try that.
I was kind of gross. I was like, how high do you have to be to make bad choices? I'll tell you. Food choices, really, because you're not going to put
that's
out.
all you have to worry about
You're
when
too
you're high.
unmotivated.
Yeah, totally.
Man, we got to save this for another podcast.
Okay.
Is this my ADHD brain that's going like, well, now I want to talk about the first time I ever took a ripper off a bong.
Yeah, let's do that later.
Okay. That was a terrible
and then we'll
experience.
talk about it later also.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, exactly. Back to school, you guys. Back to school. I have to tell you that I did shave my legs yesterday for the first time in a really long time because I was outside in natural sunlight and I was like, whoa. You know they're long when you can like grab them with your finger and like pull them.
I do know they're long when you can grab them with your finger and pull them.
Okay.
I'm fully familiar with that.
So
that is not my barometer.
I found like what looked like an antique razor. And I hacked away at my leg.
Was it like one of those with coming in for a shave, sir?
I know.
Someone gets behind you and does puts a lather on.
I didn't know if I was supposed to shave my legs with it or clean laundry with it. If it like rang out wet
like
clothes.
a washboard.
Yeah, but I try, and I have like meatloaf for legs right now.
I
Such
love
a
that
bad
you say.
idea.
I love that you say that, but you're blonde and.
Oh no, these ones aren't. Not these. Not the long ones.
I love when you. It's cute. It's cute when you talk about your leg hair.
I'm gonna let my chin hair grow for
Please.
your benefit one time.
If I let
I'm gonna
mine
wait
go,
for you
you'll
to
be
see
like,
it.
"Are you Sam Elliott? Like, are you
I know.
a
No.
Texas cowboy on the range?"
I am gonna walk that back because when I say chin hair, I am talking about one.
One.
I'm talking about one.
But I'm sorry. I'll see your one and I'll raise you an acre. It's like let's go for broke. This is a podcast. What are they gonna know? You know, like we won't show them.
You'll hear like
Yeah, you'll hear it
every
on my
time
mic. I'll
she's
be like,
thinking.
"Is that sandpaper?" No, that's Kristen's goatee making an appearance. That's my biggest fear about going on a show like Survivor, which I think I would be competitive in. But I'm like, what do I do? How do I do it? How do I use the elements to help my hair situation? I can't do that. Underarm hair, I think I'd be cool with because I'm like,
yeah.
I'm a natural woman.
Yeah.
Chin hair, lip
That's a
hair.
natural woman for you.
I don't think I'd feel good about that.
You know what?
I don't think anybody would like.
That's going to be the next new thing. I tell you, those Kardashians let it all go, and we'll all be doing it.
Oh.
You'll be like.
You know what? They are letting like the unibrow is making an appearance.
Oh, yeah.
That's 2 steps. That's just like the elevator ride down to the chin.
It's right. It points to where
Points
it's
down.
all going to be coming
Ladies,
in
let's
later.
give him the real deal. But the people that are changing the trends are not there hormonally, so they can't do it. They're like,
Yeah.
They're looking at me like, is that a thing? Yeah, wait till
Man,
you're
I
over
had something
30.
to say about chin hair, and I forgot. Because
That yours would be one. It'd be like a water park slide.
It really does.
Back to
hurt.
school, guys. We're
back to school. I think
we're
we've
back
really
to school. I think we should end
broken this down.
I think we're gonna go and we're gonna do another podcast, and it's probably gonna be about the same subject because we didn't remember we talked about this.
Okay,
But thanks
so-
for joining us today.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about back to school. So
make it
now when we mention the kids are in school later on, you won't be surprised.
Or maybe you will be. Maybe you'll be surprised that we remembered to take them to school.
Okay, bye.
Bye.